Hey V's, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and I somewhat recently just got back from a week of travel. So I went to Vancouver on the west coast of Canada for a couple days and then flew back to Calgary for about 20 hours before turning around and heading to Manhattan to New York. And one of my favorite things about traveling is doing a little bit of shopping. It's not something that I really enjoy all that much at home, but when I'm traveling and I'm wandering the streets and I see a neat store I want to go into, or especially in places like New York where there's so much there that I just don't have access to here in Calgary, it's pretty exciting. And another favorite thing about going to the States is the online shopping that I have available to me. So I was able to order some things and have them shipped to my agent who's in Brooklyn from Lotion Crafter and TKB, and that's super exciting because getting stuff shipped to Canada, while possible, is usually a not insubstantial added expense. So I thought I would share with you some of the goodies that I got, some of the sort of skincare things that I've been looking at, some of the ingredients that I brought home that I can't wait to play with, because I'm sure you'll be seeing some of them in some upcoming videos and probably hearing about some of them in some upcoming favorites videos too. So let's dive in. One of the stores I was most excited to place an order with out of the States that I've never ordered with before but have just sort of salivated over their website and their product offerings for ages now is Lotion Crafter. So I got a bunch of stuff from Lotion Crafter. Actually, something that is not really all that sexy, but I'm actually quite excited about is I got some new scales. The Smart Weight scales that I use are quite good, but I find that I use them so much that I kill them pretty quickly. So when you are spending 20 bucks on a scale and you burn them out in 4 to 6 months of pretty heavy use, you pretty quickly just might as well buy a more expensive scale. So I think this was about 60 bucks, and I think this was about 30. So this one does to 1 decimal point and this one does to 2 decimal points of a gram, and they have higher maximum weights than the previous scales that I was working with. This one goes up to 700 grams, and I think this one goes up to 200 grams, whereas my previous 0.1 went up to 500 and my previous 0.01 went up to 100. So that's nice. But these also have like 30-year warranties, which is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to sort of having a more reliable scale. I figured it was time I invested in one since I was sort of torching through the less expensive ones quite quickly. I also got some mini mixers from Lotion Pro. I have been ogling these bad boys for ages because they are, like, in theory, an immersion blender, but so much smaller than an immersion blender, so you can make smaller batches because you don't have to make something sort of large enough that the immersion blender doesn't just eat it. So obviously I haven't even taken these out of the box yet, but I have a big day of making planned after I finish filming this video, and you can bet that these are going to get broken out, and I'm so excited to check them out and use them, and I will absolutely let you know if they are awesome and worth buying. I also got some new ingredients, of course, how could I resist? So I got some foaming silk and foaming oats. Haven't worked with either of these yet, but I'm really excited to. Got some new sort of emulsifying type ingredients. So I got some Cremollient SCE, which I have seen sort of mentioned a lot on Reddit's DIY beauty subreddit. A lot of people use it in cleansing oils, and I love cleansing oils, so I obviously need to try this. And then I got some water-soluble shea butter, which a couple of my readers have very heartily recommended to me, so that seems like it'd be very cool, like shea butter, but sort of water soluble. That should be fun to play with. I got some sodium PCA, which is an excellent humectant that another reader, Ashlyn, has told me amazing things about, so I'm excited to play with this in some of my cellar waters especially, and like hydrating toners and stuff. And then I got some Silagel, and so this is sort of a proprietary blend of xanthan gum, lecithin, sclerotium gum, and pulalan. Probably not saying those last two things correctly, but I've been reading a lot about this in some of the Facebook groups that I am a member of, and I've been noticing that Susan from Point of Interest had mentioned it a couple times on her Facebook page, so I thought this would be a fun thing to play with because gels are neat. The other sort of DIY shop that I placed an order with was TKB Trading, and I'm such a junkie for their mica samples. They're amazing. They are really a really inexpensive way to just like try so many pretty colors, and I am right now just like completely enamored with, I don't know if this is really going to come through very well, but they kind of call it like their highlighter kind of mermaid sort of ones that like that shift color. Like this one is highlight gold and this one's highlight violet, and then when you sort of shift them in the light, you catch notes of gold and violet, and they're so pretty. I have a sampler pack of like lippy colors, all beautiful pearly nudes and stuff, and just look at these pretty colors. Yeah, so many pretty colors. And these little things, they're usually only sort of like 2.5 grams, but that's actually quite a lot. So if you are lucky enough to live in the States, don't bankrupt yourself buying these, because I feel like it would be very easy to do, because oh my goodness, they're so pretty. I thought I would maybe try some other lake dyes and sort of see, and so look at all these, like, oh my goodness. I got some other stuff from TKB Trading too, but I think these colors are the thing I am most excited about, so stay tuned for sort of some of the other ingredients from them that I will probably use in things. But in continuation with my sort of love affair with Korean and Japanese beauty products, I visited a bunch of Korean and Japanese beauty stores when I was in New York. And the best one that I went to is called Besfren Beauty. And it was a Korean shop, had the best prices that I found. I visited a bunch in Chinatown too, but I noticed that a lot of the products were similar, but the prices at Besfren were quite a lot better. So I smeared a ton of stuff all over myself while I was in there. Smelled a lot of things. It was quite delightful. And I ended up settling on grabbing this. This is from Innisfree, and it's a green tea balancing lotion. And I'm quite interested in creating something similar to this. So it's a really thin emulsion, but it's just like a really nice lightweight lotion. So it kind of comes out in drops, and it's just gorgeous. And so I'd really like to play with making some similar things that are this sort of beautiful, lightweight, really sort of humectant, heavy, sort of serum type lotion for the face. I got some sheet masks. I don't know, I bought some sheet mask blanks, and I've been sort of struggling with inspiration for kind of what to do with them. So I bought some sheet masks so I could kind of see what other people do with them. I thought this one was really cute. It's says like tea from the United Kingdom, and it has, you know, Union Jacks and stuff on it. And blueberries, aloe, illuminating. I don't know. These should be fun. Be a fun way to, you know, pamper myself and probably scare my dog, because you definitely sort of look like Hannibal Lecter. And then they gave me a ton of samples. Woohoo! Free samples! Those will be kind of fun to check out. I'm not really sure what most of them are. This one I think is sunscreen. This all has propolis in it from bees, so that's pretty neat too. I don't know, it should be fun to look at. If you're in New York, I highly recommend visiting Besfren Beauty. It was a really lovely little store. The sales lady was awesome, and the goodies abound. I also did a bunch of scouring the skincare section at Sephora, sort of on the lookout for things that we don't have available to us here in Canada. And the particular category that I was interested in on this trip was sort of high percentage alpha hydroxy acid peeling solutions. And so I got a couple things. I got this one from The Ordinary. This is made in Canada, but I can't buy this in Canada. And it's a 30% AHA, 2% BHA peeling solution. And I've read really, really good things about it. You know, the idea is that you just put it on your face for 10 minutes max, and then you take it off and you use it like max twice a week. And it helps with chemical exfoliation. It helps make your skin, you know, absolutely glow, getting rid of dead skin, and helping prevent acne and all kinds of wonderful things. So I really wanted to give this a try, and I'd been seeing it on their website for ages and just getting the like unavailable in Canada, ha ha. I was like, but you make it here. And it's such a neat color. It's like this absolutely beautiful, beautiful like wine red color, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to try this. Haven't tried it yet, but read good things, excited. So, And then the other thing I got was this sort of mix kit from Sephora. So usually these kits are available in both Canada and the States, but this one is only available in the States. And I believe it's because of this bad boy. So this is the Drunk Elephant Sakuri Baby Facial. And this is another one of those high percentage alpha hydroxy acid peels. So it's a 25% AHA, 5% BHA. And this is just a little 15 ml sampler. You can buy the 15 ml samplers too at Sephora for $25, and this whole kit was $44. So I sort of thought that, why not? Why not sort of see what else is going on in here? Because I've heard tons of good things about Tata Harper, but the prices of Tata Harper are like kind of heart-stopping. So I'm excited to sort of be able to give one of her products a try. I know I've had readers contact me about this Brazilian Bum Bum cream, so it's like, oh, let's sort of see what the fuss is about here. And I don't know, there seems to be some other sort of really neat things in here. I mostly bought it for the baby facial, but I'm excited to see what else is going on in here. All right, those are the things that I deemed worthy of packing into an extremely heavy suitcase and hauling through the New York City subway system to get to the airport to take back to Canada. I'm really, really excited to play with these things. Pretty much as soon as this camera is turned off, I am opening up those mini mixers and breaking out those new scales, and I'm gonna make a bunch of stuff all day, and I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, check the description box below for links to the things that I have acquired if you sort of want to look into them more. Yeah, I will see you next time.